Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on this YouTube channel. My name is Kieran, this is Real Talk Football. I'd like to welcome you all to my channel. If you are new, please subscribe, as always, that would be much appreciated. Everyone's welcome here. We will get into the video. First story of the day is Avram Grant. Sky Sports reported yesterday that Avram Grant was close to a move back to Stamford Bridge as a coach. And I said yesterday, you can't trust Sky Sports. I wouldn't believe this. And would you look at that? Matt Law has confirmed that Sky Sports made this story up and there's no ground to it. Avram Grant is no closer to returning to Stamford Bridge as a coach. Rumour squashed, I suppose. Next story. It's a good news story. Marco van Ginkel came back yesterday after 989 days out of the game. How good a news story is that? Brilliant. He's a former Chelsea player. We looked after him during his injury. I think he ruptured his knee or something. A terrible injury. He was very lucky to have the opportunity to come back, and I wish him the best of luck for the future if he never plays for us again. I didn't talk about Ethan Ampadu yesterday. He got man of the match in the Sheffield United versus Newcastle game, and apparently he was fantastic, making the first goal for Sheffield, but also defensively. And Matt Law reports that Chelsea are looking to sign a star centre-back in the summer. You know what I say, people? Don't sign a star centre-back. Bring Ethan Ampadu back to the club. If we're going for Declan Rice, we do not need another signing. Rice can play centre-back and CDM. Ampadu can play centre-back and CDM. We don't need centre-backs, okay? We have too many of them on the payroll. We need to let go of a few more. Christensen, possibly Rudiger, and then you have Zuma, Silva. Thiago Silva hasn't been offered a new contract yet, which I find baffling, considering he's probably been our best centre-back this season so far. I understand he's coming to the tail end of his career, but you don't want to be letting players like that go. And then you have Zuma, who's probably the most secure of the centre-backs. I think he has 3 years left on his contract. I don't know, man. I'd prefer to bring Ampadu back, considering he's coming into the prime of his career. And then, you know, he could sign Declan Rice maybe and get rid of Rudiger and Christensen. That would be the move. But yeah, we'll move into analysing the two games yesterday. I thought some fabulous football. We'll start with the Man City and Brighton game. You know, this was a fantastic game of football. It's like a game of chess. I thought Brighton defended very well and they had their chances. You know, I distinctly remember one chance where Proper was coming in at the back post and he had a chance to tap it in. Didn't quite get there, but Brighton played fantastically. They made a very good account of themselves against Man City, considering they're a team historically that has lost 4 or 5-0 at the Etihad. They came to the Etihad and they put up a fight and they only lost 1-0. That's a fantastic result for Brighton. City looked very good, to be fair. They just weren't quite clinical enough. They were creating chances and they were playing some fantastic football, but they could not score any of the chances they created after 1-0. Phil Foden was fantastic yesterday, and he's turned into a great looking player. He has the ball control, he has the dribbling, the low centre of gravity. The only thing to work on next would be his physicality side of things, and the goal yesterday was fantastic. A lovely place finish into the bottom left corner. Keeper had no chance. Yeah, Sterling missed a penalty, and honestly, lads, I don't know what you think, but I don't rate Sterling. I think he's decent at best. He's a good winger, but he hesitates too much. He hesitates in front of goal. And he hesitated yesterday again on the penalty. He skied it over the bar. I don't know what his problem is with finishing. It's always been the case. He hasn't been clinical throughout his whole career. Yeah, he's missed too many chances. I remember Leon as well. A tap in and he skied it over the bar. But yeah, Man City were fantastic. Probably should have taken a few more of their chances, killed off the game earlier. But yeah, good performance from City. And they moved closer to the top of the table. The Spurs against Fulham match, a fantastic performance from Scott Parker's team, Fulham, and we're playing them at the weekend. I'm not looking forward to that because Fulham are due a win, we're due a win, and we're going to have to brush off Fulham, which is going to be difficult. But yeah, I thought Fulham were fantastic yesterday. I thought Ruben Loftus-Cheek played very well. His first game where he actually looks back to himself. He looked to be driving at defenders, driving at the midfielders, and people were trying to take him out of the game. I saw Højbjerg, the hatchet man, trying to take Loftus-Cheek out of the game at one point because he was having influence in the game. And Scott Parker, interestingly enough, was playing him in a sort of shadow striker position, which I found interesting. I know that Frank Lampard tried to play him there at the start of the season, but he wasn't quite up to full fitness, obviously, and he didn't perform too well. But yeah, I think Ruben definitely has a future at Chelsea still. He needs to score more goals, needs to assist more, and just needs to impress. That performance yesterday, that's very positive going forward, because we know what he's capable of. Hopefully he gets better and better, because the injury he had was very, very shit. and he shouldn't have got it in the first place. Spurs now back in 6th, and we're getting close to them now. We're only 4 points off them, so yeah, I think we need to put a run together to get back up the table, because we know that teams are going to drop points, and we just need to aim to get that 4th spot. We'll be fighting for it with Spurs, I would say, and maybe Leicester as well. It's going to be a tough few months. It's going to be a tough few months. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a like. Please subscribe if you're new. I thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.